to you from the center of the universe in Lipsick, Wisconsin. It's the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast.
Hi, I'm Ed.
Hi, I'm Bob. We're with the Wisconsin Specialty Vehicle Alliance, dedicated to preserving our right to restore, modify, and drive our specialty vehicles.
And we're listening to Hot Rod Tuesday podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 58 of the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast. I'm Tom.
Kyle.
And Al.
So that's the second time you guys got to hear the intro because I messed up the first one.
Yeah, get this right.
What'd you think of the intro that time? Did it get any better?
Well, like I said in the first one, before you messed it up, I like it better than the past 2 weeks.
Okay.
Well, now I think I have a new analogy now, other than what I said the last time, the first try. Now it reminded me more of being at the bar with the jukebox up really loud trying to talk to somebody. You kind of hear what they're saying, but not really because the music's so loud.
Perfect.
As long as you keep Ryan doing the intro, I like that.
Yeah. Ryan.
Yeah, he's here every week doing that.
Yeah, Ryan is definitely going to keep doing the intro. We might have him do a different one.
Okay.
See how that goes. We should get Ryan here one night on a Tuesday night.
Hey, no, there's an idea.
That would be a lot of fun. For those of you who don't know, that would be the great Ryan Steitley, formerly of the Great 98. Ryan is a coworker of mine now, and Ryan still does our voiceovers and some of the other things for the show. And it'd be great to have Ryan out here.
Yeah, he's fun.
And speaking of special guests, we also have a special guest from, probably 1,500 miles to the left of us?
Yeah, 17, I think.
1,700 miles. Al Forrest is here all the way from Idaho. It's to the left when you look at the map.
That's true.
Yeah.
And, I think when we started this whole Hot Rod Tuesday thing, Forrest, you were one of the originals.
Could have been.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
None of us remember because alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, except for Kyle. Kyle was... Well, I think the first Hot Rod Tuesday, wasn't that when Danny and Kyle went to the radio station and were on the barn show? You remember that?
Well, that was the day before I left for boot camp.
I do remember that.
Wasn't that about the same time?
Yeah, that was August 22nd, or September 22nd, 2009.
Okay, so we might have been in the garage a little bit before that. But yeah, I mean, we've always had a good time out there. For those guys that first time listening to the show and you're thinking, what the hell did I just tune into? You know what? We're just a bunch of guys in a garage / back bedroom right now because it's cold outside. And we just like talk about hot rods and history of hot rods and builders and all sorts of things like that. We like to have a lot of fun when we do it. We have a couple beers as we do it. And, it's all about having a good time. So tonight's show, we were able to talk to Arlo Dillmann. Arlo, you remember him from Hot Rod Radio. He talked to us about all his artwork and the things that he's got going on. And then after that, we talked to Dylan Horn from KBS Coatings. You can check out their website. They got a lot of stuff for the do-it-yourselfer and for the professional shop alike. So, hang on for Dylan. They'll be up in a little bit later. So, seems like the weather is going to be non-conducive to cruising. I think our season's done.
Non-conducive. That's a big word for you.
I know.
Usually it's like, the weather's going to be shitty, so...
Well, I looked up in the thesaurus. Is that the word?
Isn't that a dinosaur?
Yeah.
Thesaurus
like
or something, yeah.
Yeah. When you look under non-conducive, it also says shitty underneath there.
Oh, okay.
But did you see up north?
North?
Like by Minocqua? They're talking like
Minocqua?
12 to 16 inches of snow tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah. Thank God we don't live up there. That'd be bullshit. Yuck.
Yeah, you're really loony.
There we go, Kyle. All right, guys, hang on. We're going to have a great show for you tonight. Hey, guys, tonight we're talking with Arlo Dillmann, formerly of Wisconsin Hot Rod Radio. You might know him from seeing his cartoons all over the car world. We've got some made here for me, Kyle, Al. I heard there's a few more coming down the pike. We see him online all the time, too. Welcome to the show, Arlo Dillmann.
Hey, everybody there in Hot Rod Land. I'm glad you guys had me on. Appreciate it very much.
Sure thing. I guess people are going to want to know what you've been doing. And I think, a great majority of the people that from the past there would have seen you at the Wisconsin World of Wheels last year with that that sculpture. Why don't we just start there? So you got the whole sculpture, the artwork. How did that all come to be?
Well, ever since I got a cell block C and they took the ankle bracelet off, I've been really enjoying life. Something you can relate to, right, Tom?
Yeah, well, they took it off or you took it off? Because there's a difference.
Well, no, they took it off. I was a good boy.
Okay.
I mean, how did the whole cartoon thing start? I've been doing this since I was a kid. I go all the way back to high school, grade school. I've been doing this on and off. Ed Roth was one of my influences. I would get that 25-cent catalog, and I get my dad's magnifying glass out, and I would sit there and try to figure out how they drew the lines and stuff like that. And I've been doing these for my whole life, actually.
Okay.
Primarily just out of fun and friends and family and stuff like that. But my parents actually owned and operated a service station. So when I was a teenager, my artwork was all over inside the office. They were great about supporting me that way, and I went to that. And then through life, just keep doing it. I had a great opportunity with Wisconsin Outrod Radio to stretch my legs a little bit doing the cartoons, because we did the yearly Adventures of Captain Bob and Arlo posters that we did every year to commemorate some stupid, ridiculous thing that we did throughout that year. and we did a lot of those. And so we did that, and I did a lot of cartoons, and then had the opportunity to retire a few years ago from Hot Rod Radio, as well as my teaching and stuff like that, and I picked it up full time.
And it seems like you're busier now than you probably were when you were just doing this part time.
Oh yeah, very much so. This is I don't want to say it's a full time gig, because I can take naps when I want to, and I can watch Rawhide and anytime I want to, and Leave It to Beaver. So you can't do that just in any job. So yeah.
Well, you can, but you just get in trouble for it.
Right, exactly.
So let's go back to the Ed Roth, the Rat Fink stuff. What is it about the Rat Fink thing that is so popular with not only you but a lot of other cartoonists out there? What do you think it is that draws so many artists to that?
I think number one, it's they call it lowbrow art. It's something that's affordable, but also it's easy to look at. I mean, we understand the power behind the drawings. As a kid, it was the wheels are big in back and skinny in front, and the headers are popping out. It's just the whole imagination. So a lot of work that I do now is commission work. It's taking, doing a caricature of someone's car with them in it, and they want those headers sticking out and flames thrown everywhere, their car distorted. And I think that's just pure fun. It's just pure fun.
And making somebody look 20 pounds later, so thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Well, not in the head. I made your head really big. How's that? Well, I moved all the weight up.
Well, I don't know if that could even get any bigger, but yeah. Just in size. Yeah. When they asked me for my hat size in my last job, I was 2 clicks away from holy cow. But
yeah.
So when you work on cartoons for people, do you run into any kind of challenges or anything like that?
All the time. I mean, as far as the actual cartoon goes, the challenge really is not to distort too much.
Sure.
You want the fellow that, or the girl or the boy, whoever, they put so much love into this car. They know every nook and cranny. They know every little everything in it, and so I can't distort it too much. So I have to make sure I'm true to that. I'll tell you a quick story. Is I did one for the a drag car down here at Great Lakes Dragaway, and he's a sheep farmer, and it was a Tempest. And I noticed that on the Tempest, there's 3 little chrome pieces. One was missing. So when I did the car, I left that piece off, but I put 2 little dots, like the chrome had fallen off.
Okay.
And lo and behold, when they saw it, the first time they saw the cartoon, they could not believe that I picked up on that detail.
Sure.
In fact, his wife then said to me over the phone, I've been asking him to put that piece back on. He's going to put it back on, Arlo, and I want you to go back to the drawing and put that chrome back on. So that's really what it is. The challenge is really distorting it in such a way, but not
but still capturing the essence of the car.
Of course, right, and then of course the caricature of the person. A lot of these people, I don't know. I'm getting these through emails and through Facebook and stuff like that. I have no idea what their personality is. So I always ask, what's the name of the car? Why do you have this car? To try to get some sort of feeling in there. And that's the challenge. The big challenge there is make it personable.
Well, I can tell you that, I mean, without naming any names or anything like that, the latest one that I saw posted with Jimbo and his Henry J.
Yeah.
That spot on.
No, the car or him?
Yes. Yes. 100% spot on. There we go. Yeah.
And that's the challenge is, especially with, people can do caricatures of they go to State Fair and get a caricature. But mine is about, he's driving the car or whatever they're driving, try to make it look powerful, fun, inviting, that type of thing. And I think the biggest challenge is putting the spouse in there, the significant other. Okay. And where do they fit into all of this? That's a challenge as well.
And the way you fit Jane into Al's was fantastic.
Oh yeah, Jane with the curlers and the shotgun, that was spot on. I got to tell you,
well, so there's a case where I could have gotten in big trouble with that one because I didn't have a picture of her. I had no clue if she's a good person, bad person. I just figured any guy oh yeah, right. Any guy that sits out in the garage and has all that crap in it, I figured they're all sitting in the house. But how much trouble did I get into, Al, with that one?
Not at all. She loved it. She laughed.
Yeah, I remember we looked at that, and every time you'd look at it, you'd see something else.
Something different, yeah.
Yeah, there was so much detail and hiding in plain sight. It was perfect.
Yeah, I can't thank you enough for that.
Wow, you're welcome. And that's the other thing I try to do is there's things in there that you'll never spot maybe for a little bit. I had that cartoon strip that I used to put out there called 0 to 60, and that was really about how long is it going to take them to find these things. What they call them Easter eggs, or they're right there in front of you. And I try to do that as much as possible. I can't always do it because I don't have clear pictures of the car.
Okay.
The biggest challenge, really, you guys, is I get stuff that's all blurred. You think Skashquat got the big Skashquat guy is out and he's taking the photographs because he knows how to take blurred pictures.
Yeah.
So I get these things that are really obscure and they're taken really bad. So I have to go out and do a lot of research on that car. The make and the model, the color schemes of that car, and I do a lot of detective work. I go out to Facebook a lot. I find your Facebooks. I find what you're doing out there a lot. That's the part I love, though. That's the part I love. Research.
Well, yeah, because you learn a lot more about somebody than you ever would know before, and sometimes you're like, whoa, I probably shouldn't have saw that.
Yeah, not only that, but it's very beneficial because I then can bribe them. I can hold them hostage. I can, blackmail them, all kinds of stuff,
Yeah.
It's an extra, it's a side income, blackmail.
And like with Al, too, I mean, you could have went right to the FBI site. You'd had everything that you needed.
This is true. I'm surprised he didn't put a stripper pole in there.
There might be one in the back seat. I don't know.
Yeah, so about a month ago, we had Stacy David on the show, and we know you've been working with him on a few different projects. Want to tell us a little bit about the relationship you have with Stacy and the things you were doing together?
Yeah, I got to tell you, he's phenomenal, not only as a car person, producer and stuff, but to work with him is incredible. Now, I've got over 50 years of working in the creative field, and he's the first one that I just love working with him. So Stacy approached me a few years ago. He didn't know I was a cartoonist, but he saw something I did for Thanksgiving. I did a little thing for myself on Thanksgiving on Facebook, and him and I have kept in touch through the years. And he called me after he saw that Thanksgiving post. It was a turkey in a basin when the plunger thing was a shift knob, and it was all a crazy turkey running away from being eaten. So he saw that, and he called me, and he goes, "I didn't know you're a cartoonist." And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, I want you to help me out on some things. How about we work together?" And I said, "Let's do this. I will audition for you, and you tell me what you want to do, a few things. And if we work well together, and it turns out the way you want it, then you can tell me we're going to keep working." Because I didn't want to assume anything.
Sure.
So I did a few small projects for him, and I asked him. I said, "Well, did I how well did I do for the audition? He goes, "You're in the band, Arlo. You're in the band. We're good." From that point on, we've done everything from a children's book to coffee cars to stickers coming out to I'm doing right now in front of me right now is his Christmas card that he'll be handing out. He'll be sending out.
Oh, wow.
I'll be doing his Christmas card, and we just got a lot of projects we're working on. I have a ball with, and it's just a lot of fun.
Well, that sounds like fun because like when we talked to Stacy was one of the I don't know, he was one of the most gracious guests that we've ever had on here. He was a great guy.
Yeah, he is. And by the way, that's where I heard that I'm going to be working for him on another project. You guys broke the through on that thing, and you broke the story out because I'm listening to that, and Stacy makes a comment about, well, hey Arlo, you're going to be doing the what are you working on stuff.
Sure.
Now him and I had briefly talked on the phone about that, and he announced it on the air and said, "Now you can't back out." But we have a great. I'm very honest with him, and he's very honest with me, and he will make changes. I like the fact he doesn't accept everything.
Sure.
But he'll give me great direction. And so now what are you working on? There's an annual contest on his Facebook and Instagram. And once it gets awarded, then I'll be doing that for him. But there's also talk about doing his every episode he does. What are you working on? That I might be part of that as well. So
that's fantastic, and that's congratulations to you.
Thank you.
To be recognized at that level. But I want to go back to something we talked about very early on here. We talked about the sculpture you made last year for the World of Wheels, and if you don't mind telling us about it again, we were all there to see it and to see the impact that it had for you. Would you mind sharing that story again?
Yeah. No, you saw me crying like a little baby. Is that what you want me to say?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I was so humbled. The tears came. I just couldn't stop. So what the story is for everybody out there in Radio Land, I have been volunteering very minorly. I haven't done much of anything with the World of Wheels. They have the Pinstriping Legends. They raise funds for the Children's Hospital here in the Milwaukee area. And my contribution really was I would take the artwork out that was completed. I'd put it out there in front so the auctioneer can see it and they can bid on it and that type of thing. And through the couple of years now, the guys that know me over there, they said, "Arlo, when are you going to contribute something?" Well, I don't pinstripe. I can't do that type of talent. That's an amazing talent. I'm no good with a brush in my hand. And so I had a wonderful guy by the name of Tramp he's in Canada, and he kept coming to me and saying, "You got to do something. You got to do something." So I did this sculpture, and I did I think it was a foot tall. I call it Gordon Leadfoot, and it was a kind of a beat up old hot rod guy with a stick shift in his hand, broken, and he had one foot that was lead, and it was about a foot tall, and I did it all in colored clay, and I put it together. I was not going to bring it over there. I did it all for this. No one had seen it before, and that morning when I was going to go over, I said to my wife, I don't feel right taking this over. I don't see where this would even have an impact over there. It's kind of stupid. It's kind of silly. And she insisted, and thank God she did, because Children's Hospital ended up with $4,100 because of that sculpture. It blew me away, and you saw me if you were there.
Oh, yeah.
That's why two bidders. Yeah. Two bidders were going after it. I actually had $500 in my pocket. And I thought, no one's going to want this thing, and I'll bid $500 and donate that to the Children's Hospital. Well, heck, you were there. You saw it went to 1,000 and 15 and then 2. I thought it would be done. It kept going. It kept going. I was so humbled and just I teared up. I couldn't believe it because I was not going to bring this thing. So now I've already they're waiting for what's going to happen in 2026. What I'm going to be bringing for that one. I already have it figured out what I'm going to do. So they're already talking about bidding on that one. So, and a good friend of ours, a good friend of the hot rod community, actually two guys that were bidding on it. Ron Nelson, you all know him.
Yep.
from the Dells Cruise Series guys, and John Barnhart ended up with the winning ticket on that one.
Okay.
And he's got it displayed in his case at home. I actually have a company. I did a T-shirt for it to go with it, which I will do for the new one as well. There'll be a new one, and the whole line of all of this is this whole series is called Deplorables.
Okay.
That's the name of the series, Deplorables. The Gordon Leadfoot. And the next one's going to be a pinstriping character as a deplorable. So yeah, that's where that was. And wow, what an afternoon! That was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we talked to you shortly after that. Went across the auction block.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could see it really. It took the wind out of your sails and filled your sails with air all at the same time.
It did. It was so humbling. I couldn't help the tears.
Yeah.
It's crazy, you know. And God does that. And God pushed me that direction and told my wife to nag me to get that thing over there, because I wouldn't have done it. And I think that's a lot of what I believe now to my whole life. I'm old now and I'm doing these cartoons. Is you asked about cartoons and why I do them and how it all came about full time. I had a really tragic surgery that happened to me, and it wasn't going well, and I was on death's door, and I had a conversation with God, and I said, you know, let me go if I have to go, but I kid you not, I'm not just making this up, because there were witnesses there that heard me say it, that I said, I want to be a cartoonist. That's all I've ever wanted to be. And I was told that if I want to live anymore, that I'll be a cartoonist. And so that came about. And so I'm holding true. Now, who would have thought my commitment to God is I'm going to be a cartoonist? But the point is that you can give back in so many different ways.
Absolutely.
You can, whether you're a dentist, an accountant, whatever you want to be. And that's how we give back, and that's how we give our treasures up to God. So that's where I'm at with that.
Oh, that's awesome. And, you know, like I said, I'll see if I can find a picture of that. I'm sure I got one somewhere because it was.
I do too somewhere.
Yeah, and we'll post that picture up if it's all right with you, and I'm sure
that's fine.
John will be okay with it too. But yeah, so Arlo, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us here tonight on the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast. You know, you're one of the greats in this industry, and we love having you on here, and I hope you're not going to be a stranger on here again.
Oh, no, and I'm very honored that you guys asked me to be on. And all you guys, Al, you know, Kyle, everybody up that way, Hot Rod Beth, it's her birthday today.
Yeah.
And, you know, have Allie on, everybody you have on. I'm so much in your corner, all you guys, for what you're doing for the industry, what you're doing for our local communities and national and everything like that. You guys are bravo to all of you up there, okay?
We appreciate that.
Appreciate it very much, sir.
Appreciate you guys.
We wouldn't have made it this far without your advice and your guidance.
In other words, you would have made it further.
No.
All right. Well, Arlo, thank you very much again for calling in. And like I said, we will be talking to you soon. And if I don't see you before, I'm sure we will see you down at World of Wheels on Saturday afternoon.
You will.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Have a good night.
Yep, thank you.
Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, too.
You too. Thank you. Bye.
Right, thanks. Right, on the phone with us from Indiana, we have Dylan Horn from KBS Coatings. Dylan, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, thanks for having me.
KBS Coatings, I mean, we talked a little bit off air. I told you that, you know, I use it with fishing lures because it's the KBS Diamond Clear is amazing. But one thing we kind of want to mention, too, a car that's a little bit local to us, or that is local to Wisconsin, is the Bad Temper 55 Chevy. That was at your booth in SEMA. That car was all steel. I'm sure you're very familiar with it. Can you want to talk a little bit about the processes involved there, or the coatings that were involved with that car?
Yeah, absolutely. So they used, obviously, the clear coat. They put it over bare steel, and everyone, you know, kept asking. There's no way that the clear coat just went over bare steel and it's protected from the elements. But our Diamond Finish Clear does protect from the elements where the steel will not rust. And then we also had our KBS Max line on the black accents of the vehicle.
Yeah, that car absolutely was fantastic. I saw about 300 posts on that from SEMA from different people that were out there. And it seems like that one really stole the show because, you know, it's just such a cool looking car.
Oh, why wouldn't it? Looking at it right here.
Yeah. Yeah, with the and I think the temper must come from the coloring around the headlights. It's just a cool looking car. But that was all done with KBS coatings, and if you were at SEMA, you were able to see that car down there. Speaking of which, I was going to save this question for later, but you talked about the KBS clear coat or the diamond coat finish, and there's a lot of body shops that say you can't clear coat over rust or patina or anything like that. What makes the diamond clear different that you're allowed to do that over these paint or the patina surfaces or bare steel surfaces?
It's all kind of in the chemistry aspect, but how it bonds to the metal, it creates a rock hard finish that's flexible, so you don't have to worry about it chipping or cracking. Even if a dent happens, it's just going to flex with the steel.
Okay, and I can attest to that because we have, like with the fishing lures that I use, for bouncing them off rocks and everything like that. The clear coat does not come off. That stuff is just about impenetrable. I have yet to wreck the clear coat on one of my baits that I've used the KBS clear coat on, and I am using the same diamond coat finish that people are using on their cars as well. Going back to the products that you offer, I was looking at your website. Your website is super easy to navigate, and it seems like it's geared towards the do-it-yourselfer. Do you guys know if somebody buys products there? Do you guys have technical support after the sale if somebody has questions that they can't find answers to?
Absolutely. So we do send instruction sheets with every order, and if we always encourage people that we talk to on the phone or even when they email us in, give us a call if you have questions, because we want to help you guys out to get the best results out of your product.
And the one nice thing that about, I think, almost all your coatings, what is the application process?
So KBS stands for Clean, Blast, and Seal. I know we're talking about diamond finish, but the application process for all of our coatings is you want to make sure you have a clean surface, and that's why we have our KBS Clean. It's a water-based cleaner degreaser, and you want to make sure that there's no contaminants on there, and then you can brush, roll, or spray our coatings.
Yeah, and you get no brush marks, and it looks the same no matter which way you do it. Is that correct?
Yes, it is self-leveling.
That's the word I was looking for. A long day at work today. It was hard for me to remember some of these words like that. So then, let's just say we're going to go back a little bit. This is the time of year when everybody works on their stuff, right? Everybody's locked in the garage. It's cold outside.
Right.
And let's just say they're doing a frame. The frame's kind of bare steel. It's got a little bit of rust. Explain, I know you guys got a product that's paint over rust. What is the name of that product, first of all, and then how exactly does it work?
So the name of the product is the KBS Rust Seal. If someone was doing a frame, we do have kits that we offer. It's called the Frame Coater Kit. It comes with the KBS Clean, KBS Rust Blast, and then the paint, the KBS Rust Seal. So all you'll do is knock off the loose flaky rust, use the KBS Clean to clean the surface. The Rust Blast will attack the rust that's there and etch the metal for the paint, and then you put 2 thin coats of Rust Seal down. You'll be protected from any future rust. And
the Rust Seal, the paint in the Rust Seal kit, will that withstand UV rays?
No, it does not. It's not UV stable, but we do offer multiple different top coats.
Okay, which was my next question. So that it can be top coated once you put the Rust Seal on it.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, because I think, there's a lot of guys out there, and it's, the cost of getting stuff blasted and repainted and everything else like that, it's just gotten so expensive here lately that, it's getting to be almost cost prohibitive for the average guy.
Right. And that's one thing that we pride ourselves on is we want to give the customers a great product, but also be economical friendly.
Sure.
And like we talked about before we got on tonight, we had my Ranchero, thinking about doing some cleanup job in the engine and repainting some area around the engine in the bay. What would you recommend for something like that where there is some imperfections that need to be redone throughout the winter without removing the engine?
Yeah, so the engine bay, if you're going to have the hood up, quite a bit, during car shows or anything like that, and it's going to see the sun, I would recommend putting the rust seal down as your base coat to protect against any future rust, and then top coating it with whether it be blacktop, KBS Max, or a KBS top coater.
And then for the engine, so the engine in his car was repainted whenever this car was redone, probably, I'm guessing, what would you say, Kyle? Probably in the 90s this car was probably done?
Something like that. He's like 25, 30 years ago, he said.
And so the engine's starting to get chips on it. It's a Ford engine, so it's blue. Now, obviously, if we just go in there with a rattle can, you're going to see all the imperfections that are going to show up behind it. Do you have an application for that that's going to make that engine look bright blue again without us having to go through the trouble of yanking the engine back out and cleaning it all up, putting it all back together? Is there something we can do while it's inside the car yet?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you guys can clean it with the KBS Clean, then we do have our motor coater engine enamel. And you said Ford, we do have our Ford Corporate Blue is one of the colors that we offer.
Okay.
If you're looking to, get that old paint off, we do have a paint stripper as well.
Okay. So I did notice, too, when I was looking on the website, you guys have paint for, like, headers, too, right? Like exhaust headers?
Yes. Yep, our extreme temperature coating.
And that's good, to, if I remember right, 1,500 degrees?
Yes.
Okay. So...
And I'm just scrolling through the product list right now. Like, everything is a 5-star review, too.
Yes.
It's pretty impressive.
Yep. So everything you guys got, like I said before, kind of geared to the DIYer. And I'm sure, we talked about Amy and EJ over there at Coolan Customs, and they're a professional shop using your products as well. From start to finish, it sounds like KBS Coatings is the way to go if you got your project car.
Yeah, we try to be a one-stop shop for everybody that needs any kind of coating. We touched on it earlier, our technical support, and we have people calling in every day, emailing in, asking us questions, or saying, hey, they'll send us a picture, say this looks great, which we post pictures on our website all the time. All the pictures that you see of projects, they're from actual users it's not us doing it in the shop, it's actual users.
Okay. All right. So when the time comes, I'm going to clear coat my truck with the KBS clear coat. And so I'm just going to throw it. We didn't talk about this ahead of time. I'm going to put you on a spot with this a little bit, and I'm sorry about that. But last year I did my truck with the whole boiled linseed oil and mineral spirit mix, right?
Okay.
It's been dry for over a year already. So is that going to cause any issues when it comes time for me to put the top coat on or the clear coat on? Or what steps would I have to take to make sure the clear coat sticks?
Give it a good wash with the KBS Clean, and give it take a red Scotch-Brite and just kind of wash the surface with that a little bit, and put on either brush roll or spray the KBS Diamond Finish Clear, and you'll be perfectly fine.
I am really excited for this. There's something about a shiny patina truck that makes me smile. I don't care. I don't know what it is, but it's just the way it works. Dylan, was there anything else that we missed from your product line that you'd like to touch on a little bit?
I think we got a lot of the great points, but some that I would like to say is that we've been talking a lot about automotive, but we have customers putting our coatings on everything, from, you said, fishing lures to statues to
Nice. So you have a thing here for fences.
Yep. I mean, anything you can coat, we have people coating it.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, the KBS, the clear diamond coat, that stuff is amazing. I can't say enough about it. And
even garage floor coating.
And
yes.
Yeah.
Everything.
And to be honest with you, I didn't even know that when I first got my first can of the KBS Clear, it was recommended me from another Facebook page that was doing clear coats on lures, and never even thought, well, this must be what it's for. It's, for like around the home projects. And I was like, oh my God, this is actually for a car. So yeah, it's that's really cool. And I'm glad we got people like you out there and willing to help out the little guy and get this kind of stuff to the public. Hopefully, we can get a bunch more people signing up on your website and getting things for their project cars. Because, looking at the prices of the things you have too, there's nothing that's out of reach. Everybody talks about the cost of body shop supplies just going through the roof. You guys got way more than competitive pricing on your coatings.
And for this time of year, one good thing that they have on here is a how-to guide for refinishing a rusty snowplow. So I'm sure a lot of people will need that with
myself
that
included.
bad stuff coming up here pretty soon.
Right?
Yeah, the developer did a great job on our website where there's a blog on there. There's super easy to just go in, and even if we don't have an article or something about your project, like, you can either email us or call us, and we'll help you get it done.
Well, Dylan, hey, thank you very much for calling in. We greatly appreciate it, and we'll do what we can. Hopefully, we can get you back on here again. Maybe when I do my truck, or Kyle does the underside of his hood, we'll get you back on again, and we'll send you pictures and give you some progress reports.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thanks.
So, Dylan, if somebody wants to get a hold of you guys at KBS Coatings, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
So you can either find us online. Our website is kbscoatings.com, and there's tabs on the side that say contact us, or you guys can give us a call at 219-263-0073.
Okay. And you're located in the Midwest too, correct?
Yes, we're in northern Indiana.
Okay. So yeah, right, basically just down the road and to the left, kind of. Hit Chicago, turn left, you're good. Just miss the lake. So yeah, Dylan, thank you very much for calling in, and like I said, hopefully we'll talk to you again soon in the future. If not, we'll see you in SEMA next year.
Definitely. Thank you, guys.
All right, thanks.
And now it's time for a little hot rod history. Kyle, what do you got for us?
We only got 3 things this week.
Only 3? What the hell?
Yeah, I know.
Slacker.
There's a lot of work to dig through history. I was tired. So today is not this day in history. Or is it not 27 today? Anyway, see, I can't talk right now anymore.
He is your son, isn't he?
Yeah, but this is also it was the last day of work before Thanksgiving break, so my brain is done. Today is the 27th of November, 1956. Junior Johnson, NASCAR legend, pleaded guilty to making moonshine.
And he did prison time on that, didn't he? Like 2 years?
Yeah, sure.
I'm pretty sure he did, because
I don't remember. I remember seeing that Dale Jr.'s show on Peacock. They go to that racetrack where they have found the still underneath the racetrack.
I was going to say, speaking of moonshine and NASCAR, they had a big operation. What was it?
Yeah.
Turn 3 in one of the tracks?
Yeah, I don't remember the track either, but yeah, it was on the show Dale Jr. did. Yeah, can you imagine that? I mean,
I can.
Like now we just go, like here, in Beaver Dam, the town that's closest to us here, we've got Beaver Liquors. I mean, we just go right into Beaver Liquors and get whatever it is we want. We don't have to go to turn 3 of the raceway underneath the frickin' track to get a bottle of booze.
I think that's why the racetrack had to close down, because there was no moonshine income there.
But, years back when Prohibition was happening, Danny, my father-in-law,
I was just going to say, talk about
that.
He had
your dad or uncle had a still.
Both.
They both had a still, and the bar, the Lipstick Tavern, may or may not have gotten alcohol from there during Prohibition.
Well, we have an article there from my great-great-grandma getting arrested during Prohibition for having alcohol on the premises.
Yep. That was my dad and Uncle Tony's.
Yeah, and they supplied it to her.
You must be so proud.
It is fun. It's a fun story.
We're almost like in NASCAR now.
Sure.
Jeez, here I was giving you shit about only having
More on
3
that in 2
things, but
weeks.
that already took an hour.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
There we go. Now we're skipping ahead to 1995. The President Clinton signed a bill that ended the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit, the federal speed limit.
Bill signed a bill.
Yeah, Bill signed the bill.
He wrote his name on himself. Yeah, works for me. I remember that when it went from 55 to 65, like on 151.
Yep. Do you remember which president made it 55?
That probably would have been Ford or Carter, because it was what was his name? Nader, Ralph Nader, pushed for the 55 to save lives.
It was Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter.
I remember it well.
Yeah, I share a birthday with Jimmy Carter, just not the same year.
Okay.
Another one here in 2007. before we had our Hot Rod Tuesdays. Al was watching this when it happened. Elio Castroneves won the Dancing with the Stars competition. 3-time Indy 500 winner. Well, I know you hate me right now because I'm taking up time and the finale's on tonight. You can
Dancing
watch it again.
with the Stars.
You'll be on there next year. Just wait.
My biggest memory of Elio Castroneves. Now, I'm a fan, and Kyle, I think you're a fan too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
That's why I picked this one.
We went to Road America to watch the Indy cars.
Okay.
And Elio Castroneves is there, and he's talking to some people, and I'm like, damn, I said, I told Kyle, I said, we're within like 15 feet of a guy who's won the Indy 500 four times? Three times. I said, and I like it too because he loves the tradition. He honors the track. He honors everything about it. He is absolutely one of the best, most gracious winners ever of that race. And then the guy next to me, in typical Wisconsin fashion, looks at him and says, "Hey, Helio, I hope you have a great race."
He is a 4-time winner. Yeah, 4-time.
I swear to God, I was not there.
But it was like, oh my God. And then we turned around and I almost got hit by Roger Penske riding a scooter because Kyle pulled me by the arm because I'm like walking around like a moron, and Kyle pulled me by the arm.
I had to do that during the first time at NHRA too to get John Force's way, I think.
Yeah, I don't see scooters.
Or people.
And speaking of which, John Force retired, announced his retirement. We didn't see anything about that yet.
No.
But I did see, too, that he lost like 3 people off of his crew. Did you see that?
Yeah, all the Procs left, yeah.
All the Procs left, and
Austin
I heard they're
Proc.
going to TSR. Is that true?
Oh, really? I didn't see that part.
That's the rumor, that they're going to TSR, to Tony Stewart Racing. And, so that was, if you've never had a chance to go see an NHRA race, you probably should go.
Definitely.
You see these the videos where the guy's got like a glass of beer or a glass of soda or whatever, and the bleachers in front of him, and the cars take off, and a soda will tip over or beer will tip over or whatever. It has that much power that it
11,000 horsepower per nitro car.
Yeah, it generates an earthquake. It's just got so much power.
Well, I got one more thing. No more history, but I do have a trivia question for you two.
Oh, good.
What was Volkswagen's top seller last year?
The Pissant? I'm sorry, did I pronounce that wrong? Passant. I have no idea.
Yeah, it would. I'm trying to think of the stupid name of these things.
If I had a brain.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you now you're wrong, okay? So the top seller of Volkswagen wasn't a car. It was the sausage that they make in the factory.
You're shitting.
They make sausages there. And they sold over 8 million sausages, Volkswagen brand sausages, at the factory. Most of them went to the factory workers, but some of them went to the local community over there. But yeah, they sold over 8 million of them and about 5 million cars. So the sausage was the number one seller for Volkswagen last year.
I think back to the old Ernie von Schledorn days. For those of you who don't know, Ernie von Schledorn was a car dealer here.
Northeast of Menominee Falls.
Who do you know wants to buy a car? Main Street, Menominee Falls, yeah. Who do you know wants to buy a car? You see him on TV now. Buy a car, get a sausage. Here you go, Ernie von Schledorn.
I remember when he had an elephant in his commercials.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good old Ernie.
Speaking of wild game, totally unrelated to anything, but you're old enough to remember this, and Danny might remember too. The guy that had the wild game farm out on Highway B between here and Burnett, or between here and or is it E, between here and Horicon, whatever, one of them county roads, had a wild game farm. Like he had tigers. Remember one night the tiger got loose, and then the sheriff's department had to shoot it because it was going to kill people?
You talking about Willie?
No,
Okay.
That would be, he's up on the other side.
The old history teacher from Beaver Dam.
Yeah, I can't think of what his name was,
Yeah,
but
he lived right next
Yeah, it
to
would be a
Grandma's
teacher.
up there.
But he had that one night, like I said, we went out looking for this tiger one night because my dad thought it was funny that we go out and look for this tiger. Parked on the side of the road, looking outside in the dark, trying to find a tiger.
Yeah, here, kitty.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this guy had bought a giraffe, right? Danny knows where this is going. He remembers the story. He buys this giraffe. He wants to bring the giraffe into town just to show everybody what his giraffe looks like.
Oh, no.
He's coming in on Highway 33. And for those of you who don't know, there is a bridge. So here's this giraffe looking around, going, what was a nice little whack? And that was the end of the giraffe. Made the front page of the paper.
Giraffe is 10'6". The bridge is 9'8".
So, sorry about that. Just one of them things that, I remember from my childhood. It was a bit traumatizing. And they always tell me it's best to talk about these things. But anyway, yeah. So coming up after this, we're talking about decapitated fucking giraffes. So after this, we're going to have the buzz with Beth. And whatever happens from there, I don't know. Coming to us from the chicken capital of the world, it is Hot Rod Beth, all the way from Sussexburg, Wisconsin.
What's going on, guys? I'm still at work, so bear with me with the music behind me here.
Speaking of music behind you, we're going to have a little music in front of you.
You are?
Yep. And, Kyle's got some friends out there, and he was able to call it a favor.
You have friends?
Yeah, more than you.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, more than just you. I mean,
Kyle,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Too late.
We did this just for you, so here you go.
Oh, gee.
The days go by faster and faster. The calendar turns another year past you. It's a special day for you to shine. Friends all around with cheers and wishes. Candles on a cake that's just delicious. It's all for you today, 'cause it's birthday time. That's right, Beth. This one's for you. 'Cause it's birthday time. What a day for celebrating. There'll be songs and gifts and some happy congregating. This is birthday time. With your friends and your relations. It's a time for joy and happy celebrations. Happy birthday
Oh, my gosh.
to you. Happy birthday.
Oh, gosh.
The shit we do for you.
Thank you so much. That's so kind of you to do that. But payback's a bitch,
Tom did it.
I really hate strippers telling me it's happy on my birthday. I just despise
You do?
it. Yeah, just can't stand it.
Okay. Well,
Especially if their name is Russell.
Yeah, we won't do that to you, Tom.
No, you
We
won't.
won't do that, but no.
I don't mind going to jail. I know what it's like.
I suppose. I suppose. Well, thank you very much. That was very cool.
Sure.
That was very cool. 58 looks great.
Yes, it does. So, what do you got going on in your neck of the woods?
We went to the National Corvette Muscle Car Show on Saturday this last week, and wow, what an incredible show.
Yeah, the McCacken videos were pretty awesome.
Any Corvettes down there?
There was a few Corvettes, yes.
Okay.
A lot of Mopar magic going on down there. So that was a pretty interesting. We spent all day there again. I felt like I was at SEMA walking around 7 miles. But it was really a great show.
Sure.
And I don't know about you, but I looked at this next coming week in the Wisconsin motor events, and there's still stuff going on next week.
Yep, there is. Yep.
That's cool.
But there's going to be salt on the road, I think, tomorrow, because it's going to turn to absolute dog shit tomorrow. So
that's what I'm hearing.
Tomorrow,
but maybe it'll just be rain.
Yeah, well, and maybe by you, but up here you hear the words of who is it, Wayne Laramie, and there is your dagger on our season.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's done.
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, we're supposed to get anywhere between 1 to 3 feet or inches. I mean.
Oh wow! Jeez, wow, you're going extreme there.
Yeah.
But
either way,
there's all kinds of stuff throughout the week if they want to look in Wisconsin motorevents.com.
Yep.
There's some I don't know why they've got trunk or treats going on. It's the end of November, but Random Lake's got that. Oh wait, I'm in October. Hello.
Well, that'll do it.
Hello.
While you're adjusting your calendar, December 6th at 4 p.m. at the Juneau Community Center is going to be Miss Holiday's pageant. We went to that last year. They had it in Burnett last year, but this year, obviously, we got a better venue, bigger venue. It's going to be a great time, and hopefully we're going to see Beth there at that.
That is a real good possibility. You are on my calendar.
Good.
And then
are we in the right month, though?
Yes, I am. Thank you very much for adjusting that. I appreciate it.
She'll
also,
sober up by
Frankstone's
then.
got a holiday party going on, too. Free admission with the donation of an unwrapped toy.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool that they're still doing that. So that's Gateway Classics holiday party.
Okay. So, yeah, we don't really have a whole lot of stuff going on out there in the hot rod world. So I guess we'll cut that little section shorter, and it brings us to
wait.
Oh,
wait, no,
wait,
I'm so sorry. I got a couple of things. Hey, how you doing? Good. So, January 10th, sorry. Let me back up.
That's Beth's imaginary friend,
you know
Laura.
What? Listen, I've had 2 cocktails already, so don't shoot the messenger. Anyways, December 8th, we have the indoor car show here at Sussex Bowl.
We can't shoot
Bring
her
your
because she's
model
imaginary.
car. That's
Okay.
all my friends are coming to that, not just the imaginary ones. I've got other ones coming too. Bring your model car, your favorite trophies that you got, readables about your car, anything that you think is cool about your car or others. We'd love to see it here. And then we've on January 11th, we're doing the Chili Bowl. I've already had a bunch of people sign up for. You need to call me or email me. You can call me at 608-575-8786 to register your team or your individuals for the Chili Bowl on January 10th. Or you can message me at hotrodbeth.com, hotrodbeth@gmail.com to get yourself registered. It's $5 for a game, and they're going to have you got a bowl switch-handed, backwards bowling's going to go on, no fingers in the ball. We're going to have a lucky train going on. What do you got to say about that, Al? I can hear you whimpering over there.
Oh, you got him mid-drink. That was pretty good.
Almost choked on my beer.
I love it. Anyways, but we've got some trophies being made for it, and it's just another day, too. It's a Saturday, of course, January 10th, to come out, talk about cars, do a little bowling, eat some chili, have some fun. And that's what I got. So that's some of my local meetup stuff and some announcements happening down here in Slingerville.
Cool.
Or Sussexburg. Is that what you said?
Sussexburg,
Sussexburg. Chicken capital of the world, you know.
Yeah. So I guess that brings us to favorite part everybody wants to hear. The shit that Al says. Al, what do you got this week?
Last week, the wife and I, we were watching a movie, and out of the blue, right in the middle of the movie, she says, "So, if you could spend a night with someone with no consequences, who would that be?"
Oh, my God.
Yeah, this is a trap. I can see this coming. So I said, "Well, why don't you go first?" And she's like, "Okay." So she starts naming, like, Tom Cruise and Tom Hanks and, people like this, movie stars, a couple of singers, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. So she says, "Okay, your turn." And I says, "You really want to know?" Yeah, I want to know. So I said, "Okay, well, there's your hot cousin. There's there's that girl you work with. Oh, let's not forget your sister. And then there's that girl who works at Piggly Wiggly with the big titties. Oh, yeah." Well, that game ended in a hurry.
Oh, my God, Al.
Hey, there's an upside to this. She hasn't talked to me since.
Oh, Al, wait. Quick question. Did you do anything on your truck yet?
I've been deer hunting this past, whatever.
What did you do?
4 days, 3 days, 4 days, whatever it's been. I did absolutely nothing with the car. Sorry.
Oh.
I know.
Well,
you guys, what are we going to do with him?
I'm not the first, or you're not the first one I've disappointed. So, it's just...
Well, and I probably won't be the last either, right?
I'm sure.
All right, everybody. Hey, before we wrap all this up, I want to say a big thank you to all you guys that are out there listening. We love the emails that come in and things like that. So remember, if you guys got any videos, this is just videos. Good Lord. If you guys got any questions, comments, concerns, this is just as much your show as it is ours. Go ahead and send us an email at hotrodtuesdaypodcast@gmail.com. So,
excelente.
Yeah. So that's it for this episode of the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. We'll see you next week.
All right, sounds good. Get out there. Well, as they get out there and drive them, but just get out there and sit in it then. And if you're going to let a kid in your car, make sure you get them out and don't shut the garage door if you're turning it on. So,
Thanks for the safety message, Beth. See you guys next week.
all right, take care, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.